Hello everyone, let's have ourselves a chat. I'm John from Rusty Chains, and today our chat is about the 10 legacy heists I would like to see most in Payday 3. With the gates thrown wide on the possibility of heists from Payday 2 appearing in the new game, I thought it would be a good time to talk about which heists from the older games I'd like to actually see return. Now, I did limit this list to just single-day heists, since anything more logistically isn't supported in Payday 3 right now. With that said, let's jump right in. Number 10, Beneath the Mountain. This heist fits nicely into that 15-20 minute mold that Starbreeze really does like for Payday 3. Beneath the Mountain could easily be explained as the gang hitting an old murky water facility or now a treaty facility for anything left behind. A heist like this would be decently challenging with Payday 3's combat systems, but the trade-off could be worth it for a heist with this many bags, as well as getting a larger map with more verticality than we typically experience in Payday 3. The system of checking the different camera feeds for different loot items and then opening the corresponding map vaults also feels right at home in Payday 3, not too dissimilar from Syntax Error's Control Station. It would be a cool option for people to play it again as well, since it's been delisted from Payday 2, and aside from the name, there's no actual connections to the source material in the heist itself. However, I'm not sure of the legality on that since it was originally designed for a collab, so maybe this one permanently is in the bin. Number 9, Stealing Aimus. Currently, we can see that they're not doing events for Payday 3, with Halloween, Christmas, and New Year's all being common special events in live service games that Payday 3 has skipped over. Dropping a Christmas-themed heist in lieu of an event would allow heisters to still get their festive cheer on. Once again, this is a smaller map that's short and sweet. The design, with a mix of open spaces and cover, fits right into Payday 3's armor system. Just throwing a curveball here, let's maybe have it be partially stealthable. Let the heisters be able to do the stores quietly, and then it goes loud when the roof blows. Payday 3 is built in a way where stealth runs are meant to easily slip into loud, but nothing has taken advantage of that or forced it yet. I'd love to see it here. Either way, I want this heist back for the simple tree thievery. To harken back to what I mentioned when talking about weapon animations in lots of those videos, Payday 3 is missing the personality that the rest of the series has. Over-the-top, batshit insane set pieces that are simultaneously stupid and also badass. I'm talking about the stuff you see in Payday, but not in other games, like blowing the roof open on a shopping center just to steal a Christmas tree. If we refuse to inject that kind of fun into newer heists, let's bring back the old ones that thrive on it. Number 8 is the Black Cat. This heist is actually a sleeper hit from the tail end of Payday 2. I'm sure that if it rolled out earlier in the game's lifespan, it would be considered among the best. This heist is great because of the layout, which lets it wind through itself back and forth as you visit all sides of the boat to complete objectives. They also took the concept of their stealth-only yacht heist and just improved upon it. The loud version is also particularly impressive, with branching objective paths determined by which items you grab in the basement supply closet. This once again has some of the most personality in the series. This is a fucking Payday heist. Do you blow open the wall, drag it into the vault courtyard and fly it away, or pick it clean and signal your escape by using gasoline to create a giant flaming sign that says, "It's Payday"? Payday is at its best when leaning into the insanity like this, and at the risk of repeating myself, Payday 3 doesn't have nearly as much fun with his own identity the way this heist celebrated the series. Number 7, The Diamond. This is another great heist. Another fun museum heist to sneak through and stealth with multiple approaches. Add a few lasers or maybe a pressure floor like under the surface, and you've got a stealth heist on a great layout updated to fit Payday 3's new tech. If you play loud, you've got a great mix of long straightaways and high cover areas. Combine that with the final tile puzzle, which is a unique heist element that perfectly fits Payday 3, and you've got a great heist that slots right in. This would be an awesome heist to have. Number 6, Midland Ranch. Another late great addition to Payday 2. Midland Ranch is cool because it features 2 distinct halves that you can play in whichever order you want. It introduced the player gun station, allowing you to dismantle and assemble a mounted turret station to use in different locations around the map. It also gave us the unique approach to loot where there's a finite number on the map already, but you can then find the components to craft and build more, and build up quite the haul. Midland has a fresh and distinct approach to how you handle standard Payday objectives. I love this heist, and I would love to see it again. Number 5, Counterfeit. Counterfeit's just a great heist. It's a fan favorite from Payday the Heist. It came back in Payday 2, and people were equally excited to see it then as well. It's awesome because there's another mix of long, mid, and short-range sightlines, and there are a few things more Payday than fighting backs against the wall in a destroyed bunker as a pool and burning dollar bills rain down around you. Alternatively, if you don't fuck up the C4, that opens up to another production heist similar to Cook-Off. Who knows, maybe Payday 3's new stealth mechanics could even offer new ways to get that stealth or partial stealth run that people used to do in the original versions. I think this heist would be great to have back. Number 4 is Shadow Raid. Do I really need to say it? This is the stealth heist of Payday 2. This is the best of the best. Tons of different entry points for literally every room, and ways to move through them. The introduction of designated distraction items was also in this heist, with the truck engines. This heist slaps and is an absolute series highlight. It puts the best of Payday 2's stealth on display, and with Payday 3's stealth being a significant step up from that, bringing Shadow Raid back is a no-brainer, and it would be fantastic. Number 3, the Golden Grin Casino. This is yet another landmark heist in the series. It introduced civilian mode, where you were completely invisible to security. Since maskless stealth has become almost the way to go in Payday 3, this would be a great nod to Payday history. Beyond that, this heist has a variety of unique objectives in loud and stealth. The BFD is one of the most memorable parts of Payday 2's heyday. This heist is also the premier example of something from my Payday 3 wish list back in summer of 2022. Synchronous objectives. Heists that reward players who study, where if you know the objectives you can split up and go run them all at once. With Starbreeze insisting that Payday 3 become a resource-based attrition shooter, this is their chance for a slam dunk way to reward player heisters who know how to get in and get out as fast as possible. Number 2 is the Big Bank. I mean, come on, we all knew this would be high on the list. Big Bank is arguably the best heist in the franchise. Nothing really comes close. A long heist with an accompanying grandiose atmosphere. This is the pinnacle of the Payday gang firing on all cylinders. Whether it's thermite or a giant drill dropping out of a piggy bank in the sky, it's super fun to play and loud, with each area of the bank that you move through having distinct architecture, requirements to survive, and different types of objectives. In stealth, I mean, this has some of the most intricate stealth in Payday 2, where a lot of objectives and ideas you would see in Payday 3 start to appear. Not to mention the loud and stealth co-op objective of using 2 computers in tandem to find the PC. The many pre-planning options would be missed for sure, but several of them could easily manifest as different favors. I think this is another no-brainer to bring back, and if it were up to me, it would be a matter of when, not if. Last up is number 1, First World Bank. This is the heist. This is the heist. By far, the most iconic heist in the series. I know I said Big Bank is probably the best, and I think it is, but when a lot of people, especially the ones who've been around since Payday the Heist, think of the series, the first thing that comes to mind is the pristine lobbies of First World Bank with the red carpets and the banners, whether it be shooting down and providing covering fire from the balcony, or holding out behind the metal detectors, or even just watching the bots do their iconic speech. This heist is a classic, and we know you can teach an old dog new tricks with the stealth approach and vault access areas that were added in Payday 2. I desperately want to give my all for a perfect, maskless speedrun in Payday 3. Let me add, this heist needs to come back at some point. And that's our list. Do you agree, or are there any others you would prefer instead? Let us know in the comments below. It would also mean a ton if you guys could share this around. At the time of recording, we're at 975 subs, and we really want to hit that 1,000 milestone. We've been chasing it for years, and we are chomping at the bit to just inch over that finish line. Anyway, thanks for watching, and until next time, don't forget to spread that happy and stay rusty.